Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jaya Girivaradari, Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana, Yamuna Tiravana Chari, Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana, Yamuna Tiravana Chari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Nama Om Vishipraya Krishna Vastai Bhutale Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namane. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharne Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasitari Shatarne. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaura Bhatta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Vanchakalpa Tarupascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitana Pavanibhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha. Omigyan Tarandasya Gananjana Shalakaya Chakshu Unlimilitam Yena Tasma Shri Gurave Namaha. I remembered those words. Okay. Bhagavad-Gita As It Is. I love this. Bhagavad-Gita As It Is. This book changed my life. Okay, I read this book like over 20 years ago. I read this book in 3 days. Changed my freaking life. I went from no spiritual life to spiritual life because of this book. This book is amazing. It's transcendental. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Like, this book literally changed my life, guys. This is a this is a game changer, guys. If you haven't read Bhagavad-Gita As It Is, read it. Read it and live it. Okay, I'm going through it again. I'm starting from the beginning. We're in the introduction. I'm just going like a couple pages a day. Basically, just like 10 minutes, little short things, because, you know, it's about quality, not quantity over here. Here, the Lord informs Arjuna that this system of yoga, the Bhagavad Gita, was first spoken to the sun god, and the sun god explains it to Manu, and Manu explained it to Ishvaku. And in that way, by disciplic succession, one speaker after another, this yoga system has been coming down, but in the course of time, it has become lost. Consequently, the Lord has to speak it again, this time to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. He tells Arjuna that he is relating this supreme secret to him because he is his devotee and his friend. The purport of this is that the Bhagavad Gita is a treatise which is especially meant for the devotee of the Lord. This is meant for devotees of Krishna. Okay. There are 3 classes of transcendentalists, namely the Jnani, the Yogi, and the Bhakta, or the impersonalist, the meditator, and the devotee. The devotee is the Bhakta. Bhakta. Here, the Lord clearly tells Arjuna that he is making him the first receiver of a new parampara, disciplic succession. Because the old succession was broken, It was the Lord's wish, therefore, to establish another parampara in the same line of thought that was coming down from the sun god to others, and it was his wish that his teaching be distributed anew by Arjuna. So the parampara, starting with Krishna, the line of disciplic succession, starting with Krishna and then coming down through Srila Prabhupada. He's part of the Guru Parampara. Okay. Where'd I go? Old succession was broken. Okay, I got that one. He wanted Arjuna to become the authority in understanding the Bhagavad Gita. So we see that Bhagavad Gita is instructed to Arjuna, especially because Arjuna was a devotee of the Lord, a direct student of Krishna, and his intimate friend. Yeah. I remember that one time this devotee was like, what would you even do if Krishna appeared before you? What would I do if Radha Krishna appeared before me? I would hug them if they wanted a hug. Like I would hug them and I would talk to them. And of course, I would hopefully serve them in any way I can. I mean, you know, service like in this material world, nobody really wants to serve. Like nobody wants to serve. Like the idea of serving others is like not fun. So hopefully my ego, maybe that's why I'm not in the spiritual world, because I don't like to serve. Maybe I don't like to serve enough, right? Maybe we don't like to serve, so we're in the spiritual world, in this material world. So let's hope that I would love to serve Krishna and Radha Krishna anyway. Let's hope so. But like I would approach them like my best friend, because I consider God, I consider Krishna my best friend, right? So I'm like on the higher levels of devotion, Krishna doesn't like the fear-based devotion, right? A lot of like people talk about fear-based devotion, like fear of God. You hear this comment all the time, fear of God. But better than that is love of God. So like if Radha Krishna appeared before me right now, I'd be like, I would go over there and hug them. I'd be like, talk to them like they're my best friends. Okay. And then of course, help them in any way I can, serve them in any way I can. So that's just me personally though. Because I remember some devotee was like, what would you even do? Like you say you want Radha Krishna to appear before you, what would you do? Well, I would say, "Hey, what's going on?" I'm like, "Hey, Radha. Hey, Krishna. How are you?" And then we would go have fun and dance and play and enjoy life. We'd enjoy life together. Of course, I'm their servant. I'm the eternal servant. So, but I've read books, about like Krishna's pastimes, Radha's pastimes, and how they're served. Like, like Radharani and Krishna are dressed in the morning. Like their servants dress them, they put on their makeup, they put on their outfits, they help them in whatever way they can. And the cowherd boys, they go and play with Krishna in Vrindavan. Okay. The gopis, they dance with Krishna. They have all these pastimes with Krishna, Rasa Leela, all these other pastimes. So I know exactly like how the gopis serve Krishna, how the cowherd boys serve Krishna. So like theoretically, I know how to serve Radha Krishna, theoretically. Now, if they appeared before me, I would talk to them like they're my best friends, and then I would go about my services, whatever my services are. Hopefully, my service has to do with music because I'm a musician in this world. I love music. So maybe I'm a musician. Maybe I just like play some really good music for Krishna and Radha, and they dance and they're having a great time, and we have a feast and we love life. Basically, that's how I would approach God because I believe God likes that. God doesn't want this like informal, like serve me. He wants to be treated like a friend. He wants to be treated like a lover. That's what Srila Prabhupada revealed to us, right? See this concept in America. Like I'm from America. Okay, this concept in America of like, having an intimate relationship with God, like being a friend of God, being a lover of God. They don't have this concept at all, guys. Okay, I grew up in America and Christianity. They have no idea. They have no concept like this whatsoever. Like they don't even have details of like if you ask people like what do you do in heaven? Like they have no clue. Okay? That's what this does. Like this is different. See, this teaches you like where God lives. You know exactly where God lives, Goloka Vrindavan. You know what he does every day. He wakes up, he goes out, he feeds the cows, he goes out to the pastures with his cowherd boyfriends. They feed the cows every day. And then he sneaks off in the day. Krishna sneaks off to hang out with the gopis. Okay, they have all these pastimes, and at night they have Rasa Leela. Okay, they stay up all night, and then Krishna goes home in the morning. And then these are eternal. This is called the Astakaliya Leela, I believe. So these pastimes are going on eternally, guys. That's what you're doing every single day. You're playing with Krishna. Like either you're a cowherd boy, you're playing with Krishna, you're milking the cows, you're having fun, you're playing ball games, or you're a gopi and you're just like, you're dancing with Krishna, you're playing all kinds of things, you're doing all kinds of games. And, they even they play like, dice games. They drink like honey wine. Okay. They drink like, okay. See, in this world, we have the regulator principles. No meat eating, no meat eating, no illicit sex, no intoxication. But in like the spiritual world, They're doing all of those things. Well, they're not doing meat eating. They don't eat meat, of course. But like they're doing intoxication, but it's spiritual. It's on the transcendental platform. Like they drink the honey wine. It talks about it. They drink like the honey nectar. Okay. And they play their little dice games. But it's all transcendental. So we can't compare it to anything in this world. That's where people make the mistake because they compare things, they compare God to things in this world. Okay. Because that's all they know. But everything in the spiritual world is completely beyond. It's not contaminated. Like everything in this world is contaminated. Everything in this world is corrupt. But the spiritual world is different. So I know theoretically how I would serve Krishna. If I was a gopi, I would dress Krishna. I would dress Radharani. If I'm Radharani's, if I'm a Radha Dasi, that's what I'd be doing. I'd be dressing Radharani every day. I'd be comforting her when she feels separation from Krishna. I know exactly like theoretically what I'd be doing. But now the problem is we probably come to this material world because we don't want to serve Krishna. Maybe we're like, I don't want to serve you, Krishna. I don't want to dress you. And Krishna's like, okay, well then you're not. Then go to the material world and you can dress your dog because people in America they dress their dogs. So if you don't want to dress me, you can go dress yourself in the material world. You can dress your baby. You can dress your dog, but you can't dress me. Okay, let's go back to this. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita is best understood by a person who has qualities similar to Arjuna's. Let's go back. Okay, so we see that Bhagavad Gita is instructed to Arjuna, especially because Arjuna was a devotee of the Lord, a direct student of Krishna, and his intimate friend. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita is best understood by a person who has qualities similar to Arjuna's. Qualities similar to Arjuna's. Okay, so if you want to understand Bhagavad Gita, you got to be a devotee of the Lord, you got to be a student of the Lord, and you've got to be an intimate friend. Okay. That is to say, he must be a devotee in a direct relationship with the Lord. Okay, well, there you go. Prabhupada says, if you really want to understand Bhagavad Gita, you got to be a devotee in a direct relationship with the Lord. How can you have a direct relationship with the Lord, though, right? We can't see the Lord. Well, we got pictures. Krishna's absolute. So I'm looking at a picture of Radha Shyam right now that I got from Vrindavan. Okay, so I can talk to them. I can meditate about serving them. So I can talk to Krishna every day. I can talk to the picture, the deity. It's not different. Like the deity, it's all absolute. Like Krishna's name, his form, his pastimes, the deity, the pictures. It's absolute. So you can see God. Now, some people might not believe it's true. So, what to do? That is to say, a devotee that he must be a devotee in a direct relationship with the Lord. As soon as one becomes a devotee of the Lord, he also has a direct relationship with the Lord. That is a very elaborate subject matter. Yeah, like as soon as I picked up Bhagavad Gita, my relationship with Krishna began because I started chanting Hare Krishna. I started reading Hare Krishna, and I felt it. I felt like something was going on. And there's times where I can really understand my relationship. I can really feel connected to Krishna. That is a very elaborate subject matter, but briefly, it can be stated that a devotee is in a different relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead in one of the 5 different ways. One may be a devotee in a passive state. One may be a devotee in an active state. One may be a devotee as a friend. One may be a devotee as a parent. One may be a devotee as a conjugal lover. Conjugal lover, gopis, parent, Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, friend, the cowherd boys, and the gopas like Sudama and Manamangal, all those people. Active state, passive state. Okay. Arjuna was in a relationship with the Lord as friend. Of course, there is a gulf of difference between the friendship and the friendship found in the material world. There's a gulf of difference between this friendship and the friendship found in the material world. This is transcendental friendship, which cannot be had by everyone. Of course, everyone has a particular relationship with the Lord, and that relationship is evoked by the perfection of devotional service. But in the present status of our life, we have not only forgotten the Supreme Lord, but we have forgotten our eternal relationship with the Lord. So we don't even really know. Like, are we a lover of the Lord? Are we a parent? Are we a friend? I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't know what my role is. I don't know. Like, if I go back to Vrindavan, I don't know. Goloka Vrindavan, I don't know if I'm a gopi. I don't know. I haven't realized that. I could see myself enjoying either one though. Like if I was a gopa, I would have fun playing with Krishna, playing sports. Like I like playing sports. If I was a gopi, I could have fun dancing with Krishna. I could see myself enjoying either relationship, honestly. But they say the highest relationship is the relationship of the gopis, the transcendental, the conjugal. It's the highest. Even in this world, like the highest relationship is the relationship with like your spouse, right? That's like the highest, considered the highest relationship. Every living being out of many, many billions and trillions of living beings has a particular relationship with the Lord eternally. We all have a specific relationship with the Lord. That is called Swarup. By the process of devotional service, one can revive that Swarup, and that stage is called Swarup Siddhi, perfection of one's constitutional position. So Arjuna was a devotee, and he was in touch with the Supreme Lord in friendship. How Arjuna accepted this Bhagavad Gita should be noted. His manner of acceptance is given in the 10th chapter. Arjuna Vacha, Param Brahma, Param Dhamma, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan, Parusham, Shashvatam Divyam, Adi Devam Ajam Vibhum. Ahushwam Rishaya Surve Dadvishir Nadaras Tata, Asito Devalo Vyasa Swayam Chaiva Bravishime. Survam Itari Ritam Manye Yan Mam Vadasi Keshava. Nahi Te Bhagavan Vyaktim Vadur Deva Na Danava. Arjuna said, "You are the supreme Brahman, the ultimate, the supreme abode, the purifier, the absolute truth, and the eternal divine person. You are the primal God, the transcendental and original. You are the unborn, all-pervading beauty. All the great sages like Narada, Sita, Devala, and Vyas proclaim this of you, and now you yourself are declaring it to me. O Krishna, I totally accept as truth all that you have told me. Neither the gods nor demons, O Lord, know thy personality." After hearing Bhagavad Gita from the personality of Godhead, Arjuna accepted Krishna as Param Brahma, the supreme Brahman. Every living being is a Brahman, but the supreme living being, or the supreme personality of Godhead, is the supreme Brahman. So we're all Brahman, we're all spiritual, but Krishna is supreme. Simple, simple. Param Dhamma means that he is the supreme rest or abode of everything. Pavitram means that he is pure, untainted by material contamination. Purusham means that he is the supreme enjoyer. Divyam, transcendental. Adi Devam, the supreme personality of Godhead. Ajam, the unborn, and Vibhum, the greatest, the all-pervading. Now, one may think that because Krishna was a friend of Arjuna, Arjuna was telling him all this by way of flattery, but Arjuna, just to drive out this kind of doubt from the minds of the readers of Bhagavad Gita, substantiates these praises in the next verse when he says that Krishna is accepted as the supreme personality of Godhead, not only by himself, but by authorities like the sage Narada, Asita, Devala, Vyasadeva, and so on. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna, Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari, Gaur Bhaktavinda. Okay, let's do some kirtan, and then that's it. See, I got my new schedule now. I do a little exercise, and I do my chant on my beads, chant on my japamala, and then I give my little class, and then I do a little kirtan, and then I go to work. I do my work, my job, because I'm building a business too. I'm an online business builder. Business builder. Okay, anyways, let's go. Let's see what tune I can think of. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Radha Shama Sundar, Jaya Shri Vrindavan Dham, Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Muna Devi, Jaya Shri Vrindavan Dham, Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Nittai Gaura Hari Bol. Haribo, Haribo, Nitai Gora Haribo, Nitai Gora Premanandi, Hari Haribo, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Sham. Hare Krishna. Chant Hare Krishna, be happy. Peace. Peace and love, everybody.